What's going on, guys? This is Kevin Moe from Seven Fellas, and I am here to talk about 7 films I have seen over the last few weeks. Now, as I have said, I am working my way through this list of all the films that I have missed and have interest in to see based on reputation of either being really good, really bad, connected to the Academy Awards. Either way, it's a list that I put together, and I'm going to watch every one of them, and I'm going to break it down to 7 and have a little segment called 7 with Kevin. So 6 of these films are foreign films and one is an American film. So let's get the American one out of the way first. It is To Leslie. Now, To Leslie stars Andrea Riseborough as the lead character, who basically blew her winnings in a lotto that she won on the vices of like alcohol and other stuff. And she destroyed the relationships with her own mother, her son. And this is about her starting from the bottom and going up. And let me tell you something, it's not all pretty. It's not a straight path up. She messes up a lot in this movie. And if you have not been aware of the drama of this nomination that Riseborough received for Best Actress, it's just basically she came out of nowhere. Viola Davis with The Woman King and the mother from Till, who had been winning all these awards around award season, was shifted aside for her. Is she good in this movie? Yeah, Riseborough is good. I like Riseborough. She's been around for a while. You've maybe seen her in Oblivion, Mandy, Birdman. She's a face and she's a reliable actor. And it's a good performance. It is a good performance. You got Mark Maron in here. You got Allison Janney basically kind of doing the same character that she did in I, Tonya, not as over the top, but just an antagonistic force of a mother who basically puts down her child. This is a dream role for an actress. She gets to cry a lot. She gets to basically do everything that a struggle, that is connected to the struggle of a character like this. But it's a good movie. It's nothing crazy. And Riseborough, the nomination is the award. There is no way in hell that she is taking it away from Michelle Yeoh or Kate Blanchett, who are the front runners. So I would give this a solid 3.5 out of 5 hair pieces. Now we're going to move across to the pond to talk about some of the films that I saw from, foreign nations and foreign countries. First, we're going to talk about Happening. It is a French film, and is it about a young girl who gets pregnant and she doesn't want the baby. There was no moral, basically, dilemma here. She does not want the child, and the movie is about her trying to get an abortion. But this is 1960s France, where abortion is outlawed, and the mother and the doctor performing the procedure will be arrested and tried in French court for it. So it's just about her trying to figure out how to do this. And unfortunately, it goes to a lot of, a back alley abortion. And that's all I'm going to say. And please don't eat when you see this movie. That's all I'm going to say. But Anna Marie Vartolome, who plays the girl, she is very good. The movie is all on her, especially with the camera very close to her face. You cannot fake a reaction or any kind of acting. I really like this film. It took risks. It's bold, and a lot of the imagery wouldn't get away past the censors here in the United States. I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 hair pieces. Now, on to the next movie from Spain. It is called Piggy. I'm not going to call the character Piggy because that is a negative term towards her. Her name is Sarah, and she is played by Laura Gallen, who is very good. And it's about a young girl who is basically criticized for her weight. Piggy is the name they call her. One day, she is just enjoying a nice time in the river, swimming around, and there's a mysterious guy on the other side of the river who's just minding his own business. The popular girls come, torture her, and before she knows it and the popular girls know it, the mysterious guy kidnaps the 3 popular girls. And now the girl, Sarah, has to basically try to find these girls because she's the last one who saw them, and she feels it's her duty to try to find them. Because one of the popular girls is a friend of hers. And, is she going to go through with it? Is she going to let the kidnapper have their way with her, with all those girls? You don't know. And the ending to this film is pretty damn good. As I said, Laura Gallen is great, especially in those last 10 minutes. I'm not going to say what happens, but it's pretty damn good performance. And I also want to shout out Carmen Machi, who plays her mother. Now, the mother in any other movie would have been painted as a total villain, but the mother understands that her daughter is a teenager, and teenage boys can be cruel to girls who are overweight. but she doesn't project it in a right way. She's a little too cold and emotionless, even though she means well. And I really liked the two actresses in this movie. Like I thought they were very, very good. And I'm gonna give Piggy 4 out of 5 hair pieces. Now we get to the winner of the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. For those of you who don't speak movie geek, that is the grand prize at the Cannes Film Festival, which is the worldwide competition where every country in the world has a chance to win it. And this year it was Sweden with the movie about a satire on the rich. Woody Harrelson is really the only name that people will recognize in this thing, and it's satire. It's just basically asks the question, what would happen if the rich and powerful lost all their power, and the classes kind of flipped, and the lower class became the powerful part of that ship. I'm not going to say what happens because I want you to watch it, but it's a pretty biting satire. It does get a little over the top sometimes. Like Happening, I don't recommend you eat, especially when that ship starts going down. It gets pretty disgusting. Charlie Dean, who plays the lead female character who was a model, she sadly passed away. She was very good in this movie. I liked her, and it's a damn shame that she's not around. But so rest in peace, and you can have comfort in the fact that the movie that she was in her final performance was very, very good. And I'm going to give Triangle of Sadness 4 out of 5. It is nominated for Best Picture. It's not going to win, but it's just cool to see an international film there. And another international film that is up there is from Germany, and it is All Quiet on the Western Front. It is another adaptation of the famous novel based upon World War One. Us Americans did it in '39, and we won Best Picture for it. It's a very good movie. Yes, I have watched it. I did watch that when I was like probably 15 years old, when I really started to get into film. Very good movie, but not gruesome, brutal like this one. This shows the horrors of war. Any kind of romanticism about war is totally stripped away. It's a harsh watch. Few people who watch Marvel and big fans of Marvel, including myself. Mr. Zemo, Daniel Bruhl is in this. Minor role, supporting, but effective. Really liked him in this one. Again, rough, but very effective, and I liked it. 4.5 out of 5 hair pieces. On a little lighter side, we got RRR, which is from India. And it's a fictitious account of two revolutionaries that liberate the country. And these guys are treated like superheroes. Like they jump further than a human could jump. They take more injuries than a human body can withstand. But you know what? It's a Bollywood film. It's over the top. There is a dance sequence. One of the songs from the film are nominated. And if they bring half the energy to the Oscars that they had in this movie, specifically in that dance sequence, they're gonna bring the house down. They are going to bring the house down. And I'm not going to butcher their names, but the two lead actors in this film, their friendship is really cool. It's the heart of the film, and they did a hell of a job basically acting their hearts out. And I'm giving this one 4.5 out of 5 hair pieces. And finally, the best thing out of these 7 things I watched is Decision to Leave, which is from South Korea. It is by Park Chan-wook, who did Old Boy and The Handmaiden, which are very popular films in the film community. And he's back with a Hitchcockian thriller about a detective who's trying to solve the case of a body that is at the bottom of a mountain. Did his wife push him? Was it an accident? You don't know. That's really all I'm going to say about the plot, because again, I'd like you guys to check this one out. Brilliant directing. He should have been nominated for Best Director. Cinematography is incredible. It's the most beautiful thing I've seen this year. I still have to see other things, but I know the cinematography based on the trailers, and it doesn't match what's in this movie. It's beautifully made, beautifully directed, beautifully acted, beautifully written. It's something I'm probably going to watch again because I think I'll enjoy it more on the second watch, since I'm not looking for the mystery. And that's why it is getting 5 out of 5 hair pieces, and it will probably land on my top 10 list. So, remember this point when I'm like, oh yeah, I said that back in the day. Coming down the pipe is Oscar nominations. I know Henry and Logan did their own video. I'm going to break down the categories, not every category, but the major categories. I'm going to do some TV, and written and video review of Anna Kendrick's new film, Alice Darling, which just came out. So I'm looking forward to seeing that because that's my girl. Anyway, so check us out, cinefellas.com. You know, we're always updating with the reviews, interviews, the podcast. Make a comment. You know, we love hearing the feedback of our viewers. And as we say in this site, I'm Kevin Moore, and cheers.